So we have a new AI czar here in the United States, and it is Kamala Harris. I know that's exactly who you were thinking about. If I could have one person to oversee this tremendously new, powerful technology, it would be Kamala Harris. Yeah, and your guess was right. She is the new AI czar, and we're going to talk about that for just a minute. The White House came out and said AI is one of the most powerful technologies of our time, but in order to seize the opportunities it presents, we must first mitigate its risks. I 1000% agree. AI is the most impactful technology that we're going to see in our lifetimes of all time, both previous and probably moving forward. It's incredibly powerful. And this is insane to me. They have assigned $140 million budget, which, by the way, we've sent $80 billion to Ukraine. The Space Force is allocated $30 billion, and we're going to do $140 million. It's obscene to me. That's absurd to me. That it's the money, the dollar value there doesn't line up to the need. This is so important, and $140 million is just not enough. Now let's talk about Kamala for a minute. So I just don't understand this decision at all. I don't understand the choice, right? So for a few reasons. I cannot stress this enough. AI's impact on jobs, on safety, on everything, the way we communicate, information, transparency, it's everything. It's so vitally important. And Kamala, I'm sorry, all you Kamala fans, all the 0.5% of you nationwide, she's not the right person for the job. She's been in charge of border security in the southern border, and that's a hot mess. We've got millions and millions of people pouring over the border. That's a problem. In fact, it's been so bad that the White House has sent the Army down there. I think some 1,500 Army people down there. Army people, listen to me bloviate about the Army, which I do not know enough about. But if we're assigning the Army down there and we've got millions of people pouring over the border, sorry, Kamala, you're not doing a great job. And, the border security obviously is important to Americans, but it pales in comparison to how important AI is. Now, another thing I think that is interesting here, just to kind of show you how big of a deal this is, Elon Musk recently had 1,800 people sign 1,800 people sign a document, a petition to slow down the development, which I get. He's got Musk signed it, Gary Marcus, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak signed it. So they understand how big of a deal it is. Now, that being said, Elon is already developing his own AI app. So he might say, I'm behind. Let's slow everyone else down so I can catch up. So there may be a little bit of gamesmanship there. But regardless, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. And you are not going to talk to one person. I challenge you to talk to one person who says AI doesn't cause any threats. Because that person is stupid. I don't know what to tell you. They're dumb. They just don't get it because it's a big threat. So Kamala, why is she not the right fit? Historically, the border crisis, she didn't really help out there. Ties to Silicon Valley backers. So this is a big problem that I have here with government in particular, is it's not often the politician who's making the decision based on the good of the people. It's the politician making the decision based on what they're getting paid to do. The classic example of lobbyists. If you've ever seen House of Cards, you see that that's a big issue. I don't think anyone can dispute that. Decisions are made based on financial backing. And she's got a lot of ties to Silicon Valley. That makes me a little bit nervous. Who's she going to be playing friends with? That's kind of a side note. But again, between her failure at the border, between the fact that she has a very low approval rating, people in general don't care for her too much. That's not me. Those are the polls. Ties to Silicon Valley make me nervous. And again, this is probably the biggest blunder, is you're not putting enough money to this problem. You're just not putting enough money to this problem. $140 million is not enough to address the issue that AI represents. Now, listen, you're here, you're watching, we're talking about this stuff day in, day out. You get it. You understand how important AI is. You understand how relevant it is to your business, to your community, to your family, to your security. It is hyper relevant. And I'm sorry, $140 million, that sounds like a lot. Like we've equated, that's peanuts compared to the billions of dollars being poured into things like space travel, which obviously is important. The Space Force thing is good. tens of billions of dollars being sent to Ukraine and other initiatives. I just, the war machine is alive and well. And can we just focus more on technology and the way that it impacts regular people like you and me? That's it. I'm pissed. I'll see you later.